God is with us. Emmanuel. God is with us. I put in an order at Barb Wells Farm so that I could try out some Rabbiteye blueberries because they grow better for wildlife gardens. These berry bushes for people in the southeast United States can get 15 feet tall. And that means that I'd have enough blueberries to share. Whereas the southern high bush that they push on us, they struggle to get 6 foot. A lot of them are 3 foot and 4 foot. So this are better for a wildlife garden where you want to see the birds eating berries and you'd like to eat some yourself. I have space for maybe 8 blueberries. And that is contingent upon the fact that I don't know that they would get 15 feet in my area. If they got 15 feet each in my area, I probably could still do 8, but I would have to plant them differently. I would have to plant them like trees then. And that would be great because who doesn't want 15 feet of blueberries? The birds can eat the upper 7 feet and I can eat the lower 7 feet. So I wasn't going to show you this. I'm inside because it's raining. So I got to try and get these bushes out. You have to have at least 2 of the Rabbiteye blueberries because they need a pollinator. Mine won't need a pollinator this year because this one's already got berries on it. Oh my goodness. And what type is it? Climax. Climax has already got berries. So obviously it's low chill. It's April and it not only flowered already. So if it's April and it has berries, it has to take a month or 2 to get berries. So let's go back. January, February. It probably flowered in February. In the cold south, wherever they're keeping this, maybe they have it in a greenhouse. They provided me with the pole for it to grow on. I don't need that because I plant mine near my conifers. But this is more blueberries than I have on any of my southern high bush. Now, the southern high bush that I have are packed, but they're such short plants, you know. This is a nice thing, sending me this bamboo cane. That's so sweet of them. I don't know why they sent it to me, because our southern high bush grows so slow that I would never need a cane. They will train themselves. These have a pot on them, but that pot on that one is squished. So you see the berry on this southern high bush here. It looks to be very, this Rabbiteye. It looks to be smaller than what I'm used to. But it reminds me of the berries I used to eat when I was in Texas as a child. And they were my favorites for making blueberry pancakes and blueberry muffins. The blueberries that I get now, I have to try to cut them to make my baked goods. And it's troublesome because the inside of blueberry is not as cute as the outside. I saw online that people in other areas, when they go to buy their blueberry plants in their stores, they look like that. This. You guys have seen the blueberries that I've been getting from my local big box or not getting from my local big box. And they look nothing like this. This looks like a mature southern high bush. Like if my southern high bush plants looked like this, they would be providing this amount of fruit too. Now we can look at this one, and it has little berries on it as well, but it still has a flower. And this was the other one I got. It's Brightwell. So I'm shocked that Brightwell is so early. I thought I would get to see the flowers in my area. These flowered out earlier than the southern high bush in my area. Maybe because they get their show hours faster in this area. Now I want to tell you that I like the way the Brightwell does its flowers. You get a lot of blueberries on the end of a cane. Now the Brightwell plant is not as bushy as the Climax plant. And so I guess this is probably one of the ones that will get 15 feet tall. This Climax is, supposed to get all your fruit in 2 weeks. Whereas this Brightwell, you're supposed to get fruit over a normal fruiting time period for a home gardener, like a month or so. And this one is these are both supposed to be some of the best tasting. Some people say Climax is the best tasting Rabbiteye. Some people say Brightwell is the best tasting Rabbiteye. I am trying to get a hold of one called Crewer, because a lot of people say that for the Southern California area, if you're trying Rabbiteye, that one would be the best place. But in California, we have very few growers that will sell to us. And these are tested out for farming. So this is just my test. And when I get my farm positioned, whatever I can grow, at that point I will be making my large purchase. Of course I had to get some blackberries. I can get these anywhere, but since I was making the order here, I got them here. This is Ponca. Oh, those leaves look good. My blackberries were just stolen from me. We had some work on the property, and the guy cut my blackberries and took them with him. So I stood next to one blackberry, so I have one of my blackberry plants left. I'm gonna test the leaf on this because I use blackberry leaves for tea. So this leaf looks small. The leaf that I get on my Freedom is 10 times this size. But this one has a lot of leaves, so let me taste it. The leaf on this Ponca is a little tough. And it doesn't appear to have as many tannins as my Freedom does. But this leaf is sweeter than my Freedom. So you might need a lot more leaves to make your tea. Blackberry leaf tea tastes like black tea, but this tea is good for you, whereas black tea is not. And they put a poll on this one. God bless their hearts. They're so sweet. I was wondering why they had this big thing. And then here's this one. Now, these blackberries haven't produced a crop yet, but they are about to flower. This one's going to give quite a few, and this one looks like it just has one little, this one just has one little flower on it, but this one has quite a few. Oh, yeah. So that's what we got. One. And this one, maybe this one is the second year cane. No, it's got tip fruiting on it. And it's supposed to be thornless. It's easier to make tea out of thornless leaves. You can make tea out of blueberry leaves, but I've never had enough. So I've never done it. And so that's my video I wanted to share with you. The Poncas are ever-bearing. The leaves are smaller but sweeter so far than my Primark Freedoms. But I'll give it a try in the garden because, like I said, somebody came and cut my Primark Freedoms and took them. They were doing work in the garden. They dug my plants out the ground and took them. And I managed to get my Primark Freedom root back, but that's all I was able to do. I just got the root, so no fruit for this year. It'll have to wait until when the later in the season when it decides to give me the a crop. So God bless you.